It has always caused a lot of disaster. Hi guys, it's me again. Well, in this video I'm going to be talking about polygamy. Everybody has been talking about polygamy for some days now, and everybody has conflicting opinions. People tend to argue a lot about it, whether it is right or wrong. Now, I'm going to start from the beginning because I'm going to try to explain the history of polygamy first before I go into further details and state my opinion. Well, in the olden days, this polygamy of a thing started out because that was a way to get more children and more hands in the farmland. The richer you are, the more children you have. That was just how it worked back then. Many people who wanted to enlarge their wealth, enlarge their harvest, they always married more wives so that they will have more children. In fact, back then it was not even a case of love. These days everybody is thinking about love. Will you love her? Will you? No, then they were not marrying wives because they loved them. They were simply marrying wives because they needed the children and they could take care of them. And now we have come to a certain day and age whereby we now have Christianity, and then some people who are Christians are still practicing polygamy and saying, well, my forefathers practiced it. My dear, if your forefathers practiced it, that doesn't mean you should practice it. Those who practiced it back then till today, they had so many problems. If you grew up in a polygamous home, I'm sure you should know better. You should know better. And the fact is that this issue is even surprising because I don't even know how we are discussing polygamy in the 21st century. I thought we have all agreed that it has more side effects than advantages. But anyway, now we don't do much farmland stuffs whereby you need hands. Even if you are a farmer now, we have machines for that. And if you are practicing that as a farmer, you are still in that era. That means you must be living inside the thickest part of the bushes. In fact, you are living where civilization has not even yet. That's just the fact. Now, this polygamy of a thing in the biblical aspect, I can accept the fact that yes, in the Old Testament, there were a lot of people that married many wives. Even Solomon had so many wives and concubines. But let's face it, did it stop him from wanting more? It didn't stop him. In fact, the more wives he had, the more wives he wanted. And even those that married so many wives, how many of them do you think? Even King Solomon in the Bible, who had several wives and concubines, was not satisfied. He wanted more. With all his wealth, with all the number of wives he had, he still wanted more. And you think, you modern day polygamists, you think that because you are marrying 3 wives, you are going to be satisfied sexually. No. Many of them still cheat on those 3 wives that they have with an outsider. Many of them still impregnate ladies outside, the ones that they have not even thought of marrying. No. And then you people will now be portraying polygamy in such a way that it now looks as if it solves the problem of cheating. It doesn't solve any problem of cheating. A cheat is a cheat, whether polygamist or not. That's the fact. And at the end of the day, you find out that this polygamy of a thing has never been advantageous. It has always caused a lot of disaster among kids. Those children grow up with a lot of trauma. Those wives feel so much jealousy and hatred towards one another. Competition is high. The man himself, high blood pressure, heart attack every day. And that's the kind of life you want for yourself. And then you hear these men talking about peace of mind. They want peace of mind. My dear, you don't want peace of mind. The only person that can give you peace is yourself. One woman is enough for any man who is controlling himself sexually. One woman is certainly enough. Everything is not about sex. What about your children? How are you going to have connection to your kids? Tomorrow, once you are old and your children abandon you, you say, I had so many kids, none of them. Why would they care about you? How many of them will you actually care for when you have 100? So you won't even know some of them. You won't even know their names. It will just be as if you're having a classroom, a village of children. And yes, I know that maybe some might say we love children. Even if you love children, how possible is it for you to handle, or let's assume you have 20, five kids from 4 different wives. How will you manage those 20 children? How? Well, I'm not saying polygamy is a sin. Neither am I saying it is not a sin. The only thing I'm saying is you hardly find sensible people engaging in polygamy, and that is it. Any man who truly wants peace of mind, if a man come and be shouting to you, I want peace of mind, I want peace of mind, any man who really wants peace of mind, polygamy will be far from his thinking. That will be the last thing he will ever think of doing. Peace out.